This is First and 10 on Color 10 Sports.
Hello, everybody. It's the second week of the high school football playoffs and First and 10. It's district semifinals, and a handful of teams are facing familiar opponents in the second round of the playoffs, teams that they played earlier this season. Color 10's Matt Vernon is in Pierce City with that exact scenario.
Dan, when Pierce City and Miller collide, it usually means a defensive battle. 3 weeks ago, it came down to a 13-7 finish. But that narrative went right out the window tonight from the very start. 3 weeks ago, the halftime score was 0-0. Not today. Opening kickoff. Joel Kleeman takes it on a bounce for Miller, jets up the middle, doesn't even have to make a move. He is untouched, 75 yards to the house. On the very first play, we get our first score, Cardinals taking a quick 7-0 lead. But Pierce City responds. Colton O'Hara at quarterback, gonna hit Chance Ford 20 yards on the touchdown strike. Makes it a 7-7 game, but Ford was just getting started. Miller responds with its own number 5, Nick Johnson. Gonna punch it in at the start of the second quarter. Extra point would be no good though, but it's still 13-7 Miller. That is until the following drive. Chance Ford striking again, this time the reverse handoff. Muscling his way through the defense, takes it in from 37 yards out to give Pierce City its first lead of the day, 14-13. Miller punts in response, so Pierce City goes back to Ford for the hat trick. Through the air, 9 yards on the score, 3 first half touchdowns for Ford, and a 21-13 lead. But that's when we got some controversy. Miller driving, but Trenton Cluck strips the ball in the backfield, then gets up and starts running easily to the end zone on replay. Seems pretty clear he was down, but the refs say touchdown. And that pretty much puts this to bed. Chance Ford leads the way as Pierce City takes down Miller again to advance to the district title.
He's a great athlete, guys, and he really took a lot of strides in learning more of the playbook. And when you learn more of the playbook and you're an athlete like that, you can put him in space and make make people miss and make plays.
Words can't explain, honestly. Just that first kickoff, we knew we had to keep our heads up, and we knew every time we were going to get the ball, we were going to run hard. And we just had that mentality of coming out and playing our best game and making sure it wasn't our last.
With the big win, Pierce City stays perfect, now 11-0 on the season. Next week, they will travel to the 1-seed Thayer to decide the district title. Reporting from Pierce City High School, Matt Vernon, Ozarks First.
Thanks, Matt. In Class 3, Mount Vernon put its 10-0 record on the line against 7-3 Seneca. These two met earlier in the season. Mount Vernon won by only 9 points. Mountaineers defense fired up early, 3rd and 3. Peyton Personal on the blitz, and the big hit jars the ball loose. Seneca, though, would attack through the air later in the game. 3rd and 9, Lance Stevens with a strong arm, a 48-yard pass to Preston Armstrong for a 1st and 10, and that would set up this touchdown run. Trey Wilson plows over from the left side, in from 6 yards out, 7-0 Seneca. And then the Indians defense stepping up as well in this game, pressuring Zach Jones. He rolls and then throws as he's hit, and that is picked off by Armstrong. He takes it back. Seneca upsets Mount Vernon 14-12. The Indians will advance to play Cassville in the district championship. Elsewhere in Class 3, 8-2 Buffalo Bison hosting 3-7 Rogersville. Wildcats looking for a second straight upset, and Rogersville would strike first. J.J. O'Neill on the quarterback keeper takes it in from 5 yards out, and it was a 7-0 Wildcat lead. But Buffalo would tie it up later in the first quarter. Colton Henderson with a 17-yard touchdown run right here. That makes it a 7-7 game. Rogersville trying to retake the lead. O'Neill again on the move, coming your way, but he fumbles the ball as he hits the ground, and then Jacob Van Ossie is there, grabs it right before it goes out of bounds, and that would lead to another Bison touchdown. This time it's Jaron Smith in from 8 yards out. 14-7 Buffalo. Buffalo, the Bison go to 9-2 with a 49-28 victory. Buffalo will play Blair Oaks in the next round. Class 5, Ozark and Nixon meeting in a battle of 4 and 5 teams. The Backyard Brawl sequel. Tigers winning a touchdown earlier this season. Nixa wanting revenge early. Quick pass from Reed Potts to a wide-open Sam Cochran, 7-0. Ozark answers through the air. First play of the second quarter. Chance Strickler hits Scout Love. Nice catch on the double team. 7-6 with the missed PAT. but Nixon marches back down the field, and Riley Child scores from 5 yards out. That makes it 13-6, and Nixon gets its revenge, 40-12 over Ozark. The Eagles will play Carthage in the next round. That's going to bring us up to our timeout here on 1st and 10. On the other side of the break, we'll check out highlights from Glendale and Lady Bear highlights. But first, here's a look at your local college football kickoffs. 1st and 10 will be right back.